In 1994, the genocide committed against the Tutsi in Rwanda claimed more than 1 million lives, leaving tremendous consequences. Supported by its national and international partners, the government of Rwanda has worked on restoring the social fabric, economic and infrastructure. However, the diverse consequences of the genocide and its aftermath still hinder the psychological and economic resilience of Rwandans. To support the government of Rwanda's effort to find lasting solutions, Interpeace and its partners opted to implement a holistic approach.
The reason why it's important to have an integrated approach to peace building post-genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda is because the genocide had multiple consequences to the society. The first was, of course, the destruction of the social fabric. We also know that another major impact, the consequence of the genocide against the Tutsi is the mental health, which still remains actually a big challenge. And then there was also the economic angle. And so if you want to rebuild society, you need to address those three elements simultaneously. And the best way to do it is not to have each segment as a standalone program. The best way for you to go, for any institution involved in this type of work to have a holistic or let's say bigger impact is to integrate the three approaches.
The holistic approach contributes to strengthening resilience at the individual, family, community, and institutional levels, specifically in the fields of mental health and psychosocial support, social cohesion and reconciliation, and economic empowerment. Its implementation is guided by evidence-based and context-informed tools known as protocols. Those include resilience-oriented therapy, multi-family therapy, and collaborative livelihoods protocols. Other tools such as socio-emotional skills curriculum, prisoner rehabilitation and reintegration curriculum, as well as positive masculinity and positive parenting curriculum have been developed, and others such as sociotherapy have been adapted to contextual realities to respond to the real needs of the population.
The design of the protocol was participative in a way that both government stakeholders and the local stakeholders were involved, but also was branding the local home ground solutions with international best practices. After designing the protocols, we piloted it in Bugesera district, mainly to measure if they may produce positive results. But it was not enough. That's the reason why we conducted the randomized control trial to ensure a scientific approval of the effectiveness and the impact of our interventions.
Group-based psychosocial interventions such as sociotherapy and multifamily therapy are implemented to promote social and family cohesion and tackle the intergenerational transmission of the genocide legacies. Healing spaces that bring together genocide survivors, genocide perpetrators and their descendants, and other categories of Rwandans have been created in communities to stimulate mutual healing, truth-telling, trust rebuilding, and foster reconciliation and resilience.
ariko tugeze muri itsinda navuze nti umugabo we yarampemukiye ariko muhaye imbabazi ubwo numva umutima wanjye ururutse ariko nawe ubwo yatashye ubwo yanezerewe bose nanjye nkumva n'ubu icyo yaho yanyura cyambaho nanjye nakirwanya nanjye cyambaho akayiba yakirwanya.
Resilience oriented therapy is used to address cases of high levels of mental health issues. The group-based treatment is implemented both in communities and health centers by well-trained mental health professionals.
Usigaye numva ndi umuntu undi jewe ubwanjye ntago numvaga ndi umuntu kimwe nabandi. Sigaye mbasha kwicara mu bantu nk'aba nkavuga nkahegiraho ntekerereze byanjye. Wa mutwe wahoraga undya ntabwo kindya. Mva afite icyizere cyo kubaho. Nahoraga ndi umuntu ucitse intege ariko ubu sigaye ntekereza nkavuga nti ngiye gukora iki nkabasha gutunganya ibyo mu rugo mbega.
In addition to improving mental health outcomes, it also helps to address challenges such as stigma associated with mental health, limited accessibility of mental health services, and the inefficiencies of one-on-one approaches compared to the scale of needs. The collaborative livelihood approach helps to equip those who attend healing spaces with financial and entrepreneurship skills, enabling them to establish joint business initiatives. These initiatives strengthen their socio-economic resilience. Most importantly, they help participants stay together and cement the social bonds formed during the healing spaces. Heinous crimes such as genocide have not affected only victims. They have also affected perpetrators, especially convicts, who experience mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or social isolation during their incarceration. Sociotherapy and resilience-oriented approaches are used to provide inmates nearing their release with psychosocial support during their incarceration. Post-intervention evaluation and effectiveness assessment studies have proven comprehensive approach to be effective and relevant in the context of Rwanda, as it simultaneously responds to multidimensional needs of individuals and communities.
The way forward now is for us to work with our partners, government, non-governmental organizations in Rwanda, to start institutionalizing these approaches because they have shown that they actually yield results, that they create impact. And that's why we have partnerships with, for example, the Ministry of Health when it comes to institutionalizing group-based therapy approach in health centers. We have a partnership now, an MOU with the University of Rwanda to see how some of these protocols could be made accessible to students who are still at the university level, for example, doing clinical psychology.